各位海内外的观众朋友，谢谢您常常在线上，不管参与我们的直播还是影片的播放。好快的时间已经3年了。您记不记得我们频道创立的第一天？这是在3年前，2022年的7月9号的那一天。那个时候呢，摄影机是借来的，包括灯光都是好朋友突然之间提供给我们。当然呢，摄影师是临时的志工，很多的朋友提供了资源，协助我们完成了首播。这是在当时没有任何的资源，更是没有金主，只有一个简单的信念。在这个非常混乱而且有点分裂的年代当中，我们希望可以说真话，做深度，守住价值，做我所熟悉的事情。3年的时间很快过去了，这条路走得相当的艰辛，非常的不容易，但因为有您，我们撑了下来。过去3年来，我们的小军超人 Plus 已经突破了2亿5千万人次的观看，而且订阅人数已经来到了47万人。不过在会员人数方面，才刚刚突破了2000人。这些都不只是一个数字，而是每一个关心台湾、关心国际、关心真相的灵魂，一次一次透过了按下播放的选择，您跟我站在一起。我相信过去这段时间，你也曾经在深夜里头听着小君姐对着镜头娓娓道来，也许你也曾经在混乱的新闻洪流中，靠着我们的分析找回了思考的力量。我们没有背景，我们有的是立场。什么立场呢？站在人民的这一边，站在台湾的这一边。一人难挑千金担，但如果我们愿意一起挑，一起抬，千金也能够步步为营。很多人在这段时间常常问小君姐，你怎么撑下来的？哇，3年很不容易耶，你是怎么烧钱的？其实很难很短的时间之内跟大家分享。其实我也有时候会笑笑说，因为我有很多人请我喝咖啡，那是一杯又一杯支持的象征，甚至写着你不孤单的讯息，甚至呢，在我的户头里头告诉我，这是他奉献我继续努力的一点点小小的 donate， 一点小小的回馈。所以呢，每一次有人加入会员，都会说我愿意和你一起走下去，我感激在心，点滴在心头。我们都知道台湾需要有声音，但是这样的声音不能够靠运气，也不能够靠流量的算法，它只能够靠一群有信念的人默默支持。所以在今天，小君姐再一次诚挚邀请您成为我们的频道会员，就像是一根根的竹签撑起了一座竹楼，就像是一滴滴的露水，它可以凝聚成改变的力量，不用很多，只要您愿意。事实上，我告诉您，累积比如说50杯的咖啡的价格，就能够让我们多录1集的节目，可以多诞生一篇深度报道，多陪台湾走一段更深远的路。3年的时间当然不是一个句点，它是一个全新的起点，让我们在下一个3年当中可以走得更稳更远。也感谢您一路的相挺，也期待您加入我们的行列，点选下方加入会员，或者是小君喝咖啡，一起让真实的声音不被淹没。我相信您知道，我们的存在是因为您，而您也是让我们继续存在的关键性力量。有心就有力，我们永远不放弃。谢谢您。
Thank you, everyone. I think that first of all, you should give all yourself a big round of applause because you stick to the end of this conversation. The reason for the Katagalan Forum for Taiwan is that this is way beyond the issue about the international gathering, but also as a statement and a message and a declaration of our intentions. From these 3 panels that we could find today, the first sessions about the new geopolitical security landscape in the Indo-Pacific. That means that in Taiwan, when we look at the security environment, we found out not just the last 4 years of the paradigm that no longer applies, but even the last 8 years, the security paradigm also changes. So as for Taiwan, we are looking for new compass to guide us through this very uncertain era, that we are looking for inspirations from others as well, So that's why that we have this conversation for the first sessions. As for the second session, countering the hybrid warfare and whole society defense resilience, that basically means that in Taiwan, we are very, very serious about preparing for war. So that's a war preparation panels that we like to draw the inspiration from our other experts, and so look for the conversations to engage and find new ideas. Because to us, although a lot of people talk about how the Ukraine model, how the Finland model, Israel model, that could be the inspirations. But when we apply to a specific environment in Taiwan, we found out that readjustment and reassessment that's needed. So that the more finer the tuning about how those were developed, that's something that needs to be desired, and that definitely that has been the foundation for the second panel. And the third session about the technology, economic, and other impacts on the diplomacy. I think that corresponds to the issue that our Foreign Minister Lin Jialong, under his leadership, tried to establish the strategic economic diplomacies in a sense that we try to integrate the technology, economy, as well as others into one whole diplomatic work. And for that, when we try to design that, we also found out the new economic realities, especially when the President Trump and this administration, with all the tariff negotiation and how the United States won't be able to sustain the kind of the economic underpinning for the whole world in terms of the security burden will be single-handedly handled by the United States, while the other country, they can prosper under that. And we do know that since this is no longer applicable, but how are we able to work with this new environment as well as to advance our diplomatic work in this very uncertain and a very fragile period? So that is another reason why that we try to draw the inspiration from all of you. And of course, in this process, just borrow the sentence from the Holmes Lau, my good friends. In the last session, he talks about reciprocity. And also there were questions regarding new southbound policies. I have to say that there's a deep need for the reassessment about the new southbound policy that we had in the last 8 years. The reciprocity will also be a very important part of it, which means that Taiwan's goodwill and Taiwan's willingness to work with other countries, what we like to offer, cannot be taken as this is just freebies. That means that for other countries, for their sake of their engagement and for whatever reasons, whether that's under pressure or willing to have the benefit from China, at the expense of Taiwan, there will be consequences. So that is the thinking that behind those. And when we talk about reciprocity, this is going to be one of them, and with a consequence. And that also applies to the issue about invitation, as some of the audience asked a question whether the Russian or the Hong Kong Macau representative to be allowed to come to the Cataclysm Forum. Our experience is that we do invite Russian in the past, but then after the year 2022, the development, they started not showing up. And then so as a convenience, since they are not interested in Cataclysm Forum, at least that's how they showed to us, then the people decided that we'll still welcome them, but the initiative needs to come from Russia, not from Taiwan. As for the Hong Kong and Macau, our sense is that after the national security law, there are the natural hindrance about the really equal engagement. So that is another reason. That is not that we are not inviting them, but the environment itself sort of preventing them from the equal engagement with Taiwan. So that's I just used the opportunity to answer some of the questions, but I just hope that this Cataclysm Forum and all the design, as well as what we wanted to do, the conversation can continue, and especially thankful for all of you, and also the team, the staff of the Prosperity Foundations. Many of them, they are working behind the scene, whether that's sitting or just outside, just give them the big round of applause. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Lai, for the remarks. And next, I'd like to invite Dr. Chen Mingqi, the Deputy Minister of MOFA, to make closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Chen. Welcome.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The 2025 Katabalan Forum has come to a close. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Taiwan, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to everyone who helped make it possible. Your presence has enriched the conversation and contributed to event success. This year, the forum focused on security in the Indo-Pacific, whole society defense against hybrid warfare and gray zone tactics, and the emerging trend in economic, technological, and industrial diplomacy. We identify common threats facing the global community and reaffirm our staunch commitment to cooperation in all aspects. Against a backdrop of growing geopolitical and economic uncertainty worldwide, freedom-loving countries must collectively safeguard it through concrete actions. Today's discussion were insightful and will help to pave the way for strengthening Indo-Pacific security, non-red supply chains, and the international framework to resist authoritarianism. Taiwan is doing its part to ensure a world rooted in freedom, security, and economic cooperation. Under President Lai Ching-te's 4 Pillars of Peace Action Plan, Taiwan is bolstering national defense, improving economic security and maintaining stable and principled cross-strait policy, and pursuing a new way of doing diplomacy by bringing in job opportunities, medical capability building, and sustainable growth to our allies and like-minded partners, a new integrated diplomacy. And through MOFA's integrated diplomacy, Taiwan is deepening alliance with like-minded countries based on common interests, leveraging technological strengths and government initiatives. Taiwan is steadily expanding its international presence and facilitating win-win outcome with its partners. Taiwan's contribution to regional security, economic stability, and resilience are key to a peaceful and prosperous Indo-Pacific. I call on the global community to continue supporting Taiwan in the face of authoritarian aggression, and Taiwan pledges to help working hand in hand with the like-minded partner to safeguard our way of living, free of oppression or coercion of any kind. In closing, I'm confident that the knowledge and the insight gained through this platform will better prepare us for exchange ahead. Together, we can create a brighter future for generations to come. I wish you all the best moving forward and hope to see you at the next year's forum. Thank you.
今天的台湾不是在选择要不要脱离中国，而是我们应该去深刻去追问一个问题：我们真的曾经是中国的一部分吗？
从国际法角度，有史以来第一个真正拥有台湾全岛领土主权的国家是日本。
台湾不需要从哪里来独立出来，我们本来就不是哪一个国家的附属。我们需要的是什么？是完成那一段被冻结的历史。
旧金山合约让台澎领土主权不属于任何国家。中日合约是确定了这一件事情。
开罗宣言跟波茨坦公告里头似乎也被错误解读。
开罗宣言它是一个宣言，类似 MOU 嘛，
不具有法律效力，
没有效力，弄给人骗了。马英九经常就用开罗宣言说，依据开罗宣言，台湾是他的，那中国 弄得很偏。
国际法早就已经为我们留下一条通往尊严的道路，让台湾的人民真正做一次选择，为台湾写下未来的名字。各位海内外的观众朋友，谢谢您常常在线上，不管参与我们的直播还是影片的播放。好快的时间已经3年了。您记不记得我们频道创立的第一天？这是在3年前，2022年的7月9号的那一天。那个时候呢，摄影机是借来的，包括灯光都是好朋友突然之间提供给我们。当然呢，摄影师是临时的志工，很多的朋友提供了资源，协助我们完成了首播。这是在当时没有任何的资源，更是没有金主，只有一个简单的信念。在这个非常混乱而且有点分裂的年代当中，我们希望可以说真话，做深度，守住价值，做我所熟悉的事情。3年的时间很快过去了，这条路走得相当的艰辛，非常的不容易，但因为有您，我们撑了下来。过去3年来，我们的小军超人 Plus 已经突破了2亿5千万人次的观看，而且订阅人数已经来到了47万人。不过在会员人数方面，才刚刚突破了2000人。这些都不只是一个数字，而是每一个关心台湾、关心国际、关心真相的灵魂，一次一次透过了按下播放的选择，您跟我站在一起。我相信过去这段时间，你也曾经在深夜里头听着小君姐对着镜头娓娓道来，也许你也曾经在混乱的新闻洪流中，靠着我们的分析找回了思考的力量。我们没有背景，我们有的是立场。什么立场呢？站在人民的这一边，站在台湾的这一边。一人难挑千金担，但如果我们愿意一起挑，一起抬，千金也能够步步为营。很多人在这段时间常常问小君姐，你怎么撑下来的？哇，3年很不容易耶，你是怎么烧钱的？其实很难很短的时间之内跟大家分享。其实我也有时候会笑笑说，因为我有很多人请我喝咖啡，那是一杯又一杯支持的象征，甚至写着你不孤单的讯息，甚至呢，在我的户头里头告诉我，这是他奉献我继续努力的一点点小小的 donate， 一点小小的回馈。所以呢，每一次有人加入会员，都会说我愿意和你一起走下去，我感激在心，点滴在心头。我们都知道台湾需要有声音，但是这样的声音不能够靠运气，也不能够靠流量的算法，它只能够靠一群有信念的人默默支持。所以在今天，小君姐再一次诚挚邀请您成为我们的频道会员，就像是一根根的竹签撑起了一座竹楼，就像是一滴滴的露水，它可以凝聚成改变的力量，不用很多，只要您愿意。事实上，我告诉您，累积比如说50杯的咖啡的价格，就能够让我们多录1集的节目，可以多诞生一篇深度报道，多陪台湾走一段更深远的路。3年的时间当然不是一个句点，它是一个全新的起点，让我们在下一个3年当中可以走得更稳更远。也感谢您一路的相挺，也期待您加入我们的行列，点选下方加入会员，或者是小君喝咖啡，一起让真实的声音不被淹没。我相信您知道，我们的存在是因为您，而您也是让我们继续存在的关键性力量。有心就有力，我们永远不放弃。谢谢您。